Hey, what's up, Jeff? This is a quick demo video for your Rey Scavenger. We're gonna go kind of in reverse than what I normally do. So we're gonna go over just showing you the Saber works fully installed with a blade, and then we'll go over the actual build. But this is installed with a Proffie 2.2. You've got gesture controls. This is a one button setup. So if we wanted to use the one button, it's in the cog, just like that. Smooth swing's working nice. And then we just hold it off to the left to turn it off. Just like that. Or if we wanted to use gesture controls, we could swing it on just like this. See, you got a nice shine through in your windows from those LED strips that I'll show you in a second. Sounds really good. 28mm bass speaker coming out of there. And then to turn this off, we just twist. Just like that. So I'm gonna take this blade out. You got a little blade retention screw right here. Right there. My blade acts a little finicky in this guy because my blade has been sanded down quite a bit right here. But if you have a brand new blade or a blade that you haven't sanded very much, even probably the blades that, you know, from the Ahsokas or something like that, they've been sanded, but not as much as this guy. They won't act as finicky as mine has. I've just sanded this quite a bit. I've probably sanded, I don't know, close to a 32nd of an inch off, which really makes a difference when you're putting it in here because it becomes wobbly. And you can see your pins in there, right? And I'll show you, those pins are actually up on a pedestal in your chassis. So a brand new blade would fit in there nice and snug. You do have your CC LEDs in there. Well, those are firing up really nice. Still a good shine through, right? Twist off. Now we can go over the weathering. The weathering, I chose to do just a light weathering. So I just hit all the high spots, all the corners, all your teeth right here. I did JB weld all of these teeth in, so they're nice and steady. They're not gonna come out on you. I hit all the corners right here, over here, a little bit of scuffing on the pommel, just kind of a light weathering. As far as the wrap goes, I chose to, I tried to be not as consistent with the gauze underneath, but I did do a nice leather wrap, right? It is nice. So it is nice and even. I didn't go all janky with it. Excuse me. I just went with the gauze. I tried to hit it just sporadically coming up. I didn't want it nice, even, and just coming up out of the leather all the way around. So you got a little bit of piece sticking out here. You'll have a little bit, you know, here and there on the bottom. You can see a little bit here, a little bit right there. So in the movies, this was kind of haphazardly thrown together. It's a little bit neater here, but I tried to go with just a, you know, not a perfect look. So in order to get this chassis out, this is a little tricky, right? You're gonna wanna take this pommel off. It unscrews in two places. So it unscrews here and here, but you don't wanna unscrew it over here. You can just unscrew this whole assembly that's turning right here. This whole thing. Just like that. Now you'll get to that speaker. It's gonna wanna catch a little bit, but it'll come right off. So it'll pop out just like that. Now this chassis, I accidentally turned it on. We're gonna wanna unscrew this handle. Like that. As we're unscrewing this handle, we can kind of back the chassis up. You get to a point here where you can just take this chassis right out. And I'm gonna put this chassis down for a second because this handle does need to come all the way off, and I'll show you why here in a second. So we got this handle all the way off. Now, if you're not careful, this cog will fall out on you, but just try to keep it in its place, right? So you got that rubber grommet, and then the cog goes in here, everything, just keep it like that. You have a removable battery system in this guy, so I'm gonna pop this battery out. The handle helps keep the battery in. Everything is kind of a press fit in. It helps, it just locks everything in place. So what you've got, this chassis is from Soroc Sabers. You know, my buddy Robert, he's a fellow smuggler. He came up with a design for this Saber, you know, way before I got my hands on this Saber. So I just like to use his because he thought it out already, and it's a really nice design. So you've got, you know, your removable battery, your spring sides, your negative, 28mm bass speaker. Here is your Proffie board. It's not glued in to that shelf, but I do have just a small piece of tape holding it on there. And then you've got your one switch, one button setup, and then you've got your NeoPixel strips all the way around. And those strips, of course, are what light up these windows right here, right? So now that you've got that battery out, we're gonna put everything back together. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. When you put a battery in this guy and you're getting ready to put the Saber together, what you wanna do is first you wanna take your handle, make sure I got this right, and slide your handle in to the chassis. Now it's only gonna go about that far. You can't slide it all the way through, right? So you'll go about that far. You can actually see your switch right there. Your switch lines up with that hole right there, that little hole right there. So we're gonna put it in here. Just like that. And then we're gonna start screwing in the handle. And as you're screwing in the handle, you can start feeding the chassis in further and further too. Couple turns, push down on the chassis, right? Couple turns, push down on the chassis until you get to the point where the handle doesn't want to move anymore because it's locked firmly in place. That's when we come and we put the pommel on. And that's how you put it together. Now you can hear that click. It's going over the activation. And turn the Saber on. If you're going to use the cogwheel, you go over to the left to click the switch, but then immediately go back to the right and get off of it. You don't want to stay on the tactile switch. And then to turn it off though, if you wanted to use the cogwheel to turn it off, you could go over to the left, stay on the switch until the blade goes off, and then you got to move back over to the right and get off of it. This is probably going to take a little bit of getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. But anyway, that's your build, sir. If you got any questions, let me know. If that chassis is a little bit confusing or the assembly is confusing, or if I didn't cover something in this video properly, let me know and we can go over it again. Thanks.